WealthScapes is a unique database. It captures the financial characteristics of Canadian households. It captures both the assets, the liquid assets, the real estate, and the pensions of Canadian households, as well as the debt holdings of those households. And the real estate side, we look at both primary real estate and other real estate, and we also take a look at registered and non-registered liquid assets within the data set. This allows us to produce a complete picture of the Canadian financial well-being. It also allows retailers, charities, and not-for-profit institutions a deep dive on their donor base and their consumers. Historically, we've seen, of course, banks and credit unions interested in this data. It is by and far bread and butter data for them. However, we've seen increasing applications among retailers and charities. For charities, it has proven to be an exceptionally potent data set in determining long-term giving and large donations. In terms of not-for-profit institutions and insurance companies, likewise, I've also seen excellent applications of this. There's nothing like looking at areas where you see high mortgage to real estate ratios to say that's a great place for where households do need insurance. This data set has allowed us to look beyond income, beyond our traditional measures of spending power, to take a look at the capabilities of these households as they retire, as they start to draw down their real estate and their liquid asset holdings in their retirement to spend more. It also allows us to identify areas which are in trouble, areas which have taken on a little bit too much debt over the years and will now be slightly behind the eight ball in terms of their consumption power because of that over-leveraging. Every year we do significant upgrades to WealthScapes. Every year we're always taking a look at the new data sources, we're taking a look at new insights and new pieces of information that we can incorporate. This past year has been very interesting. We've seen a very significant downturn, especially due to oil. We've seen Alberta take a bit of a stumble. We do expect to find Vancouver, British Columbia, Ontario, and Quebec relatively on the upswing. Real estate doesn't appear to be impacted significantly as yet. But every single year, when we build WealthScapes, we are constantly improving it. We are constantly looking for new data sources, for new insights that we can glean from this data set. Canadian households have never been richer. It has been a very strong real estate performance for the past 7 years. We've seen very strong liquid asset growth. Canadian households have been saving. We have seen a bit of an increase in debt, though, over that time. However, in the grand scheme of things, debt has been relatively constant growth and relatively mild growth at that. We will see, and by definition also real estate growth, fall off a little bit in the next couple of years. The boomers will be retiring. Millennials will be getting into the housing market, which will also result in an increase of debt. However, in the grand scheme of things, Canadian households have never been wealthier. WealthScapes is the authoritative data set on Canadian financial well-being. This is an extremely valuable data set, no matter what the economic conditions.